Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I know I usually start my video with my makeup already on and I film an introduction, but today I'm going to do a chit chat get ready with me video just for something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing my birthday makeup, so by the time you're watching this video it would have been my birthday the day before. And if you're wondering how old I'm going to be turning, I am going to be... Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to use my Garnier BB cream on my face just as a primer. So I wanted to do something different because I just felt like my videos are becoming a bit too monotonous and they're always like trying to be super professional and articulate, but I feel like you guys don't really get to see my true personality or get to know me as much. So I thought that I'd do this chit chat get ready with me. Okay, for my foundation I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match in W4. So I feel like this shade is such a universal shade because when I speak to like heaps of different people and I ask them what foundation they use and they say True Match W4 and they're like hella more whiter than me, I'm like, what the hell? So on my birthday this year it's also going to be Melbourne Cup, which if you're not from Australia is like our biggest horse racing events. It usually lands like somewhere around my birthday, but I can't remember the last time it actually landed on my birthday. But who knows, maybe because it's on my birthday this year I might actually win. I should probably do a trifecta or something because 3 is my lucky number. I really need to clean my foundation brush because it's coming out really streaky. And this is my only foundation brush. Like I do have the other like the foundation paddle brushes, but I don't really like them. The brush that I use for my foundation is like a good round top brush, just because I feel like it just makes everything blend a lot more easily. For my concealer, I'm going to use my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, like always, in the colour Custard. I think if you're somebody that has like the same skin colour as me, this is like a really good concealer because it also brightens underneath your eyes. I'm going to use my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and I do this in a couple of my videos. I don't actually use the product that's in here, even though it is a really good product. I just like to use a sponge ball thingy because I think when you spread it out, it spreads quite evenly and it's a lot easier to get in like all the corners of your eyes and in all those fine lines that you get underneath your eyes. If you watched my first video? One of the videos where I was talking about my eyebrows, you know that like my eyebrows are like super sparse and I have a lot of gaps in them and they're really thin, especially this eyebrow here. So I'm trying to grow them out now and see how thick I can get them to be. So that's why they're a bit hairy and unmanageable right now. I actually really want to get my eyebrows feathered tattooed, whatever it's called. I watched Brittany Lee Saunders' vlog where she did it and I was like, what the hell, it looks amazing, because I always thought that when people said like eyebrows tattooed you get that like thick black line that you see that people have. Now I'm using my Face of Australia HD brow kit, but yeah, like when she got her eyebrows feathered it looked so natural and amazing, and like if my eyebrows were like that every day then I would never have to do anything to them. I don't know, what do you guys think? Like if anybody knows a really good place in Sydney that does that, please let me know because I will be all over that. I'm actually so excited for my birthday. This is like always such a fun time of year for me, and I think like Scorpios in general, because you have your birthday and you're like in party mode, and then Christmas comes not long after, and then you have New Year's like straight after that. It's such a really fun time. I love it. I love being a Scorpio. Like I don't know about you, but every time I like used to read my fortune and all that kind of stuff, what do you call it, like your star sign stuff, like in the magazines, like every time I had a girlfriend magazine when I was younger or a Dolly magazine, my star sign prediction thingy was like always on point. I used to have the horoscope app on my phone. Even reading that was on point, like it was like crazy. Like I used to get goosebumps about how right that stuff used to be. I feel like Scorpios are the best signs ever, and I believe they're the most intriguing sign. Like with Scorpios, it's never like what you see on the surface is what you get. There's always something deeper behind. Ugh, this eyebrow is coming out very weird. I need a cotton bud. Brows on fleek. Not yet. Now I'm using my L'Oreal Brow Plumper. I literally only bought this product because Shan EXO was using it in like all of her videos. So I was like, okay, that shit's gotta be good. And I love it. I don't know whether I want to set my face yet or do my eyes. No, I'm gonna do my eyes. Okay. For my eyes today, am I gonna use this? Okay, for my eyes today, I'm going to use the Chi Chi Pretty palette. She's totes pretty. If you guys are wondering what brushes I use in my videos, I use these Jessup ones. Focus. And I use these brushes that I got from eBay like years ago, and they're branded as MAC, but they're not MAC. But yeah, I didn't even know that they were gonna like come to me branded as MAC. I just thought they were like a no-name black, just basic eyeshadow brush. But yeah, they came branded with MAC and I was like, what the hell? I might. Okay, I'm gonna take that orange shade there. And I'm gonna put that in my crease. I feel like if you're a lot tan, like a lot more brown, and you use like oranges and yellows in your crease, or more closer to oranges and like creamy oranges, like lighter oranges, it's a really, really good transition color. Like if you see there, I just use that bright orange on my crease and it's coming off more like a brown, like transition shade, and that's just because my skin's a lot more pigmented. I'm sure if I was white, this would come off as orange, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that's like that. It looks like I didn't put anything on my eyes, but I know it's gonna help in the future. Okay, so on my actual eyes, on my eyelid, I'm gonna take this pretty pink shimmery shade there. That is so nice, oh my god. It's kind of weird doing like this chit chat get ready with me because a lot of the stuff I'm saying is like what I'd be thinking in my head if I wasn't doing a chit chat get ready with me. Oh, I love this color. Next, I'm probably gonna take this shade here, this really bright pink one, and put that in my crease. Just a random thought. It took me a really long time to think of my YouTube name, and when I first started, I didn't want it to be like your typical Beauty with Kimmy, which is what it is now. I wanted it to be something that had like a double meaning and that was like really catchy and funny and that people were gonna remember. So the main one that I was gonna go for was Kimberly's Beauty Spot, because I have a beauty spot right in the middle of my Cupid's bow there. I also have one here and on the side of my nose and in the corner of my lip just there, but it was already a business, and then I was just like, I just couldn't do it because it was already a business. So then I just went with Beauty with Kimmy because it was easy and it would have been easy for people to remember, and it's just true, it's like beauty with me. However, I am thinking of doing like side videos because I really like watching cleaning routines, and I'd love to like do my cleaning routine, and also like cooking videos because I love to cook. Like I can make my own bread, my own chocolate mousse, like stuff like that. I love doing that kind of stuff, so I think that would be really interesting to do. And I reckon I'd have a good time filming it as well. So with that beauty spot there, I actually kind of use this, okay, this is gonna sound funny. I use this beauty spot as a guide to measure how good the coverage of a foundation or a concealer is. So if I put on like foundation or concealer and most of that beauty spot is covered, then I know it's a good foundation or concealer. But yeah, I'm gonna be 22, guys. I think that's when you realize a lot of things about your life. But I'm pretty happy with my life at the moment. Like I feel like I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. Like I finished uni, graduated this year. I'm happy where I work. I'm happy that I've finally started to do YouTube after wanting to do it for ages. I don't know if I should do my hair in this video as well. I might curl the ends of it. Oh my god guys, I finally got my hair done. I'm so excited. Cost me a fortune. I spent like $295 getting my hair done because I had to get my regrowth done, which was like that long. And I got it taken up a couple of levels. I got it taken up a couple of levels as well to get it to more of a whiter blonde. Like usually I purple shampoo it and it goes to this color anyway, but now that it's this color and then I purple shampoo it, it will go even more whiter. You know, the number one question I always get asked when I meet somebody is what nationality am I? And I always like ask them back, what do you think I am? And it's just so interesting to see the way that other people portray you. So like I've gotten so many mixed things. I think Hawaiian is one of the main ones. Yeah, Hawaiian would be one of the main ones. Most people know I'm part Asian, but they never know what part of Asia I am. I guess that there's not that many Filipinos as I think there is. Like, you know how when you're Filo and then if you see another Filo walking on the street, you just stare at them because you're like, oh my god, you're Filo, you're like one of me. So I think I notice Filipinos more than other people notice Filipinos, but they're like everywhere, especially in the area I live, they are everywhere, which I think is hilarious. But yeah, so I'm half Filipino and then I'm also part German and part Spanish because my grandparents on both of my parents' sides are mixed. But I was born in Australia, which explains why I have such a strong Aussie accent. But I was never taught to speak Tagalog, which is the Filipino language, well, one of, because so my grandfather is half Aussie, half German, and my grandmother is Filipino. And growing up with them, my grandfather told my grandmother to never teach me how to speak Tagalog because he didn't want to be the only person that couldn't understand what everyone else was saying. So I just used to speak English all the time. And I also like didn't grow up eating a lot of Filipino foods. Again, my grandmother used to have to cook 2 separate dinners for me and my grandfather. We used to have your typical mashed potato, steak and veggies, whereas everybody else would be eating Filipino food. And then because of that, I never really got the tongue for Filipino food. I did for some things like halo halo and aris caldo and sinigang. They're like my favorites. Like when I'm sick, I will call my grandma and say, can you cook me some sinigang right now? Like all the other stuff, like, okay, this is going to be an unpopular opinion among the Filipinos, but I hate adobo. I absolutely hate it. I don't like it. Just something about it turns me off. I can't stand the smell. Ugh. I do know how to make my own leche flan though, so I think that's a good thing. 1 point for the Philos. Going to use my Maybelline Lash Sensational. You know, I remember when I was watching my first YouTube video back and it was like so weird like looking at myself talking because I look so Asian but I sound so Aussie, and I was just like, is that how people see me? Like, do they get shocked when somebody's met me for the first time? Do they get shocked that I look Asian but I sound so Aussie? It's interesting. So I got my hair cut. I'll show you how long it is now. That's like just up to my butt. I got like that much cut off of it, so I didn't even realize how long my hair was. Like I always knew it was up to my butt, but I didn't know it was like that far past my butt. Whew. I can't stand the heat, I swear. I'm like allergic to it. I always feel like so disgusting when it's hot and I'm like sweaty and like I feel like I can't breathe. I love winter way more than any other season out there. I'm gonna use my AC on Tour kit now to set my face. I went to Priceline today to get another one of these because it was like 30% off. And I couldn't find this palette. They had like, I didn't even realize that there was light, medium and dark now. So I was assuming that I was medium and they didn't even have medium. Oh, and then I also saw that they had a new cream contouring kit, and when I swatched it, it wasn't what I expected it to be. It was so sheer, unless it was because that was the display one and everyone's dirty fingers have been in there. But yeah, it just wasn't like what I expected it to be. Can you even like still get these palettes? Because like What if I get the medium one and I don't even like it? Like I love the colors in here, and I feel like so many people use this palette, like these colors, and it suits a whole range of different skin colors. I think I just made my nose look a lot fatter. Yay! I'm going to wear Brave by MAC. I actually haven't used this yet. Brand new. I love it. I love it. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to wear this every day now. So that is the finished look, guys. I hope you enjoyed this chit chat get ready with me, just something a little bit different, and hopefully you enjoyed it. So now it's time for me to go celebrate my birthday, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.